in the starting lineups. First for the Flyers of Little Falls. Starting at goaltender, junior goaltender, number 31, Justin Pakula. At right defense, senior defense, number 14, Trenton Axel. At left defense, junior defense, number 19, Landon Johnson. At right wing tonight, senior winger, number 9, Bryce DeCaminis. At left wing, senior winger, number 32, Remington Ripka. And starting at center, junior center, number 24, Ben Sawada. And the remainder of the Flyers, head coach by Tony Couture, assisted by Bob Stark, Wesley Vacation, Jared Vessler, and Chris Gomez. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Chisholm Bluejackets. Starting at goaltime, senior goaltender, number 30, Paxton Christie. At right defense, senior defense, number 10, Nick Mercer. Left defense tonight, senior defense, number 24, Jack Carney. Starting at right wing, senior winger, number 22, Jamin Leffier. At left wing tonight, senior winger, number 11, Dylan Benson. And starting at center tonight, senior center, number 21, Ted DeBoo. And the remainder of your Blue Jackets, head coach by Justin Cumberland, assisted by Aaron Jemnick, Travis Weber, and Chris Zubich.
For Blue Jacket hockey, opening game of the 2016-2017 season. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron bringing the action. Glad to have you along. Just a handful of games tonight. We'll try to keep track of scores for you. We'll look at when some of the other teams will start their season. And we'll pull you in on tomorrow's games as well. Blue Jackets in their home white uniforms, trimmed in navy blue. The navy blue helmets, navy blue breezers. They'll be in the goal to our right. And getting the start is going to be senior Paxton Christie. Meanwhile, the Flyers are in their purple uniform, trimmed in white numerals, purple breezers, and purple helmets. Decent crowd on hand for the opening game of the year.
Yeah, it is a good crowd here tonight. Pretty decent crowd. All-day weekend.
Should mention a JV game. Blue Jackets find themselves down 3-0, lickety-split. Well, they battled back to get a 5-5 overtime tie.
Yeah, they did well. You know, down 3-0, and they get back in it and force overtime and pick up their first stay unbeaten for
wins the draw, and with the puck is Nick Versich. Trying to work it over to Carney. Carney's going to gather it in down in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone, and Nick Versich behind the net. Right wing little tap pass, and then cross ice from DeBoom. DeBoom works it up and gets it to Madsen. Madsen's shot is blocked. Net comes off its mooring just like that. 19 seconds into it. 16:41 to go in our first, no score. DeBoom's got Lamphere on his right, Madsen on his left, and now Blue Jackets will do a line change. Jarrett Lees lines out. On his left is Riley Versich, and on the right is Tristan Birdsall. And the draw is won by the Flyers. Flyers work it up. They try to work it up on a headman pass to Rasmussen. It rolls down into the right corner, but it's an icing. Bring it back to the left of the goaltender, Pakula. With 16:31 to go. No score, no shots. Face off to the right of Pakula. Lee tips it towards the net. Pakula pushes it aside. Lee with the puck, right corner. Gets by the check of Johnson. And now it's turned over and dumped out to center. Backpedaling forward is Cephala for the Blue Jackets. Tried to work it up to Lee at the blue line. Cephala regains control. His pass is knocked down. It's at the blue line, and here come the Flyers. With the puck is Filippi. Cross ice right wing pass. No one home. Gathered in for the Blue Jackets by Kearney. Excuse me, that was Cephala. Cephala works it over to Sanborn. Lee working up the right wing out to center ice. Has the puck. Stick handles. Knocked off his stick. Regains control of the half wall. He's checked off the play. Puck still loose near the right point. Taking a whack at it was Kubena and knocked it down deep, but pushed all the way back down the ice by the Flyers once again for an icing. 15:38 to go. First period, no score. A lot of feeling out on both sides here.
Yeah, there is early in the year, you know, going through the motions and getting used to playing with each other out there. And
Blue Jackets in the Class A preseason poll were ranked 17th. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets with the puck. It's Nick Versich. Zipped around the boards out near the right point. Saved by Kubena. Right wing half walled to Boom. Tried to work it over to Lamphere. Back out to Kubena. Wrist shot. Oh, he hit the pipe. Got by the goaltender Pakula. It nailed the pipe. Puck's loose in front of the net. Cleared to the far corner by Murad. Here's Murad with the puck. Spins around. Dumps it in the left corner to Gendro. Gendro works it up near boards to Shigowski. And now it's back pushed out to center. Knocked to the blue line. Penalty coming up. It's going to be a trip. Blue Jackets go on the power play and getting up a little slow, but getting up nonetheless is Jamin Lamphere. Going off on the trip. It's going to be Shigowski. I'm going to butcher that name all night long. This will come at the 2-minute mark, and the Blue Jackets go on the power play. See if the Blue Jackets can capitalize.
I'm coaching the Flyers, number 23, Greg Shigowski. 2-minute minor for tripping. Shigowski for tripping. Tackle penalty, 2 minutes.
To the right point to Jarrett Lee to Madsen at the half wall on the right side. Centers it out front. Off the skate. They tried to work it to Riley Versich, and the net came off its mooring once again. So minute 34 to go in that Blue Jacket power play. 14:34 to go in our first period. No score. Face off to the left of Pakula. Shikowski in the sin bin for the trip. DeBoom on the draw with Axel. Gets it out to the right point to Lee. Lee sets it up. Right side back to Lee from Madsen. Lee shot. That's deflected just wide. And now at the right wing half wall, it's Madsen with the puck once again. Skates into the right circle. Tried to set it up for a one-timer in front to DeBoom, and it's tipped away out near the blue line. Lee back to Madsen, right circle. There's the one-timer that's blocked. And it's knocked out to center ice by the Flyers, D. Domenis. And fired in offside by the Blue Jackets. 1:02 to go in that power play. 14:01 to go first period, no score. On the draw, it's going to be Nick Belich. He'll win the draw. Back to Kearney. Kearney on the right wing to Blago. Blago carries it down in. Rolls off his stick in behind the net. He'll regain control. Left corner of the Flyers zone. He left it for his teammate, Patrick Nani. They'll set it up Kearney, right circle. And behind the net, centering pass, no one home. Comes out to the blue line. Kearney was able to hold it. Nope. They checked up. 30 seconds to go in the power play, and it's fired down the ice by the Flyers. Krisky will stop it, puts it in behind the net for Kearney. Kearney with the puck, left wing pass up to Nick Belich. Here's Belich, regains control at the Blue Jacket blue line. Right wing pass, sets it up for Birdsall. Dumped in on net, first shot by either team in the game, and an easy glove save by Pakula. And he'll freeze it. 14 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play. 13-13 to go, no score. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets. With the puck is Sanborn. Down in the right corner, sets it up for Lamphere. Matson, left circle. Left point, wrist shots blocked off the stick of Cephala. Puck loose, and here come the Flyers. It's Rasmussen. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Rasmussen gets it to the Blue Jacket blue line. His shot's deflected. Line change coming up for the Flyers. Cross ice pass. Here's the boom at center ice. On the tape on the left side to Matson. Matson's shot deflected by the stick of the goaltender into the right corner. Trying to dig it loose is Lamphere. Down the left corner, it's Matson. Matson, left wing half wall. Spins around, checked up on the play as he battles with Jennings. And the Flyers come away with it. Out to center ice, a big hit by Sanborn on Chikowski. Puck's down in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone, pushed out to the left point. Johnson's wrist shot hits traffic in front, and the Blue Jackets are able to knock it out to neutral. Picked up by the boom. Had it taken away, a wrist shot put on from the right point by Trenton Axel, and a nice blocker save by Kriske. Each team has a shot with 12:01 to go here in period number one, no score. Murad carries it in behind the Flyer net. They'll leave it in the left corner for Johnson. Johnson off the right wing glass out to center ice. Blue Jackets recover the puck. It's Versich. Now gets it on the tape to Lee. Lee backhands it down deep. Giving chase is Riley Versich. He'll take Johnson up along the boards. Pushed out near the right point. Lee is unable to hold. Deflected up into the Flyer bench with 11:31 to go. Still no score in period number one. Hibbing, Chisholm, and Little Falls. Face-off will be to the left of Pakula. Tied up in the circle. And coming away with that puck is Filippi. He's out to center, and then he's ridden off the play by Kubena. Lee with the puck. Lee carries it across on the left wing, gets by the D. Here's Lee, left circle, centering pass. Up high, Kubena's shot, and a save by the goalie Pakula. Into the right corner where Birdsall has it. Turnover behind the net, deflected though, as they tried to clear it right in on the goaltender. Here come the Flyers. Cross ice, banged in by Filippi. Line change, Flyers. And behind the Blue Jacket net, rolls into the left corner where it's going to be grabbed by Kubena. Puts it up and along the left wing half wall. It's knocked off Birdsall's stick. And behind the net now to Nick Versich. Nick Versich spins. Nick Versich with the puck. Long centering pass to Lee. Lee got some speed going. Brings it across, stops the top side of the right circle. Flips it over to the left point. Wrist shot, Carney sails high and wide. Puck at the right wing half wall. Battling for the loose puck is Riley Versich. Coming in to help out now as well is Nick Belich. But the Flyers come away with it. They throw it out to center. Belich stole it. Bangs it off the left wing boards. Regains control. Left circle wrist shot. Glove save. And held on by Pakula. 10:15 to go. No score. Blue Jackets are seeming to spend more time in the offensive zone, but not generating a whole lot of shots.
No, not getting a lot of shot opportunities, but Little Falls has blocked some shots coming through there, so but they definitely have controlled the territorial play so far in this game.
Belich and Josephson on the draw. Josephson wins this one into the left corner. Cleared around to the right corner, giving Chase's card for the Flyers. Belich got there first, and now the puck's loose, and it's going to be taken off the center by Chikowski. Dumped into the Blue Jackets zone. Kriske just directs it into the right corner. In behind the net now with the puck for the Blue Jackets was Cephala. Pushed all the way out to the Flyers blue line where Card has it. Card turns it over, and the Blue Jackets come away with it. They're at neutral ice, flipped down and in by Patrick Nani. Patrick Nani gives chase, ties up his player. It's Blago trying to chase that puck down. Finally grabbed by DeBoom near the right wing half wall and is taken away by the Flyers. Tipped out to neutral ice, but is dumped right back in by Dylan Manson. 9:20 to go, first period. Hibbing, Chisholm, and Little Falls, no score. Opening game of the 2016-2017 season. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron bringing you all the action. Centering pass out to the right circle. Trying to battle for it was Lamphere. And now flying down in the left wing is Dito Maines. Dito Menace shot. And a nice right pad save by Kriske. Dito Menace has got some speed.
Yeah, he has some speed there. Made a good move towards the goalie, and Paxton did a good job stacking the pads together and making that save.
8:59 to go. First period, no score. Shots all even at 3. Face off to the right of Kriske. Lee will take the draw with Sawada. And the Blue Jackets have it. Flipped out to center. Loose puck's going to be grabbed. Here come Blue Jackets 2-on-1. The wrist shot from Birdsall and an easy save for Pikula. And now it's going to be dumped down into the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up is Nick Versich, who carried him beyond the Blue Jacket net. Line change flyer. Versich has got to stop. He's got Dito Menace all over him. Into the right corner. Banged off the left wing boards to Sanborn. He can't clear it. Back to Versich behind the net. Versich takes a check. Puck's loose along the end boards in the Blue Jacket zone. Taking it loose is Josephson. Momentarily, but the Blue Jackets now have it. Cross ice pass. Riley Versich, he'll dump it in. Zipped around the boards into the right corner of the Flyers zone. Over skating it for the Blue Jackets was Birdsall. Now loose puck. Lee comes off the wall, and his shot's deflected up and over into the left corner. Birdsall giving chase. He'll battle with Filippi near the right wing half wall, out near the right point. Banked off the glass by Cephala, but here comes Filippi. Filippi denied entry at the Blue Jacket blue line. Nicely done. And the pass tried to hit Lee at the blue line, went too far, and with the puck is Moran. Turns it over. Versich's shot just up and over the top of the net. Versich back to the left point, sets it up for Kubena. Kubena, his shot's blocked. Loose puck gathered in, though, by Patrick Nani. He'll dump it deep again in behind the net. Belich goes down. Patrick Nani picks it up in the left corner. He's battling with Josephson for the puck. It rolls into the right corner, where Belich has it. Now along the end boards, giving chase, Patrick Nani in the left corner. He left it for his teammate, no one's home. Left point, wrist shots deflected. Kubena couldn't get it through that traffic, which they were stacked up like cordwood in front of the net. Still puck's loose. And now the Flyers backhanded down the ice. They'll do a line change, and it's going to be a foot race. And getting there was basically a tie between DeRozier and Kubena. Flipped out to center. Blue Jackets trying to switch up their lines quick with 6:45 to go in the period. No score, 0-0. Hibbing, Chisholm, and Little Falls. Dumped down in off the left wing boards by the Boom. But the Flyers come back with it out to center ice. It's going to be Sawada. Right wing pass to Dito Menace. He's ridden off the play by Carney. Puck loose in behind the Blue Jacket net. Dito Menace with it. To the left circle to Sawada. Out to the left point. Shots blocked by Lamphere. Comes out to center with the puck. Here's Johnson. Johnson had it poked off his stick. Goes right to Sawada. And it's going to be tipped down and in on net by Dito Menace. And just reaching down with the paddle and the glove to freeze it, Paxton Kriske. 6:08 to go, first period, no score. Pretty even contest, even though the majority of the play has been down in the defensive zone of the Flyers.
Yeah, Blue Jackets have spent a lot of time down in the Flyers end of the ice, but yeah, for sure, been a pretty even back and forth game here.
Riley Versich tips it. He'll give chase. Picks it up over near the left wing half wall, the Flyers zone. Dumps it down deep in behind the net. Trying to dig it loose is Birdsall. And it rolls off his stick into the left corner. Lee is there. Lee battling along the left wing half wall. Comes off with the puck. Comes in. Shoot. Backhand goal. Up under the crossbar. And it's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead. Jarrett Lee came off the left wing half wall. Came out front and put the backhand under the crossbar. Time of the goal is going to be 11:15. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets, tipped down in, and it's going to be icing on the Blue Jackets.
Scoring the goal for your Blue Jackets, number 12, Jared Lee. He's assisted by number 27, Tristan Birdsall. Lee from Birdsall, time of the goal, 11:15.
Face-off can be to left of Krisky. Blue Jackets will switch up the lines. Belich will come back out and take the draw with Ethan Ballou. Shot, Ballou, left circle, banks it down in behind the Blue Jacket net, where a battle ensues. Belich is there, Nick Versich is there. And they're going to pull Belich off. They're going to give him a penalty. I believe they're going to call for a high stick. Nope, they're going to give him for a rough. This will come at 11:37. And it's the first power play coming up now for Little Falls. Out on the penalty kill for the Blue Jackets is going to be Lee, Carney, Sepola, as well as Riley Versich. Offside, unable to hold this out was Johnson. So face-off will come right outside the blue line. Lee on the draw with Sawada. And it's knocked down the ice by the Blue Jackets, Sepola. Flyers trying to set it up. Right wing pass to Sawada. Sawada gets it to center ice and fires it in around the board. DiDomenis trying to hold it. Now here's Lee. He got tripped coming up. Lee had a breakaway for sure. Versich. And Versich tied up, but now Lee has a delayed penalty coming up on the Flyers. Lee would have had a breakaway. Cross ice pass on the right wing off the skate of the Boom. He'll gather it in the right circle. Now here's Versich. Nick throws it down, and finally it's going to be touched. And the trip is coming up, and it's going to go against Landon Johnson, one of the captains, as he tried to prevent the breakaway by Lee. This will come at 12:26. So 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 12, and then the Blue Jackets a minor power play. Face off to the left of the goaltender, Pakula. Wrist shot put on by Sanborn. Another save by Pakula. Out to center ice. Working his way down the right wing with Rasmussen. It's into the right corner. Rasmussen zips it around to the left point where it's stopped by Axel. He'll bank it off the board. Back to the point to Axel. He held the zone momentarily. Then the Blue Jackets just flip it down to the Flyers' blue line. Still 45 seconds to go on 4-on-4 hockey. Blue Jackets lead 1-0 with 4:03 to go first period. Working across on the right wing is Felipe. He'll stop half wall right side. Knocked off his stick by Sanborn. And it's knocked right back around, and Sanborn picks it up on the near board. Sanborn out to center, brings it across the blue line. Comes in, shot, big right pad save by Pakula. Left wing half wall. Birdsall had it momentarily. Now he does. Comes off the wall. Birdsall sets it up. Still 16 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Out to center is DiDomenis. Knocked off his stick at the Blue Jacket blue line by Sanborn. Sanborn knocks it down. Out of the sky. Left wing pass out to center to Madsen. Madsen tries to get by the defenseman. He does. Now the Blue Jackets got a 45-second power play. Their second of the night. Here's DeBoom, left corner. DeBoom sets it up. DeBoom, left circle, up top to Lee. Lee with the puck. Looking for an opening, works it over to the right side to Madsen. Back up top to Lee. Lee's slap shot hits traffic. Lee will gather in the puck, gets it off the right wing boards to Madsen, out to the blue line to Carney. Carney wrist shot in, stick save Pakula. Puck in the left corner of the Flyers zone. 19 seconds to go in the power play for the Blue Jackets. 2:50 to go in period one. Blue Jackets lead 1-0. Carney, left point, sets it up for Lee near the right point. Lee over to Madsen, right wing half wall. Madsen looking. Had to gets it down low. Shot put on, glove save. Riley Versich was there, but he put it right on the goaltender and an easy save.
Yeah, right on the doorstep. Great opportunity for Riley there, but goalie made the save there.
Well, one thing's for certain. We got 10 shots already, and it took almost all game for the JV to get 20 shots. That's a good sign.
Yeah, we got lots of good shot numbers here in the first period here.
Knocked down, backhand by Patrick Nani, a right pad save by the goaltender. Belic in the left corner. Tried to centering pass, comes back to the left corner off the skate of a Flyer player. Blago couldn't control the puck. Tipped down to center, giving chase to DeRozier, but the Blue Jackets deny him entry. Left wing pass, Patrick Nani. Left circle shot, saved by the goaltender Pikula. Blago from the left corner. Left point, Nick Versich, left circle, Patrick Nani, wrist shot, and it just sails wide. The goalie had committed prior to the shot. In the left corner is Belic. Belic ducks a check, as giving him a shot was DeRozier. Right wing half wall, kept alive by the Blue Jackets. Nice play by Kubena to pinch down and keep it alive. Minute 40 to go in the period. 1-0 Blue Jackets fired on the ice. Little Falls will have an icing coming up. With 1:35 to go in period number 1, Blue Jackets lead 1-0 on the Jarrett Lee backhand up under the crossbar. Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets. Down in the left corner, Matson battles for the puck with Jennings. Sets it up left point, Sanborn. His shot deflected in front by Lee, up and over the top of the net. DeBoom tried to get it to Lee, hits a skate. Puck's loose left circle, and finally gathering it in is going to be DeBoom. Left point, Sanborn. One-timer whipped on by Lee. Play continues in the Flyers zone with 1:03 to go in the period. DeBoom. Long the headboards to Lee in the left corner. Lee. And he tried to get it back to Sanborn and went between his skates all the way down on net to Kriske. Kriske fires it out to center. Matson battles for the puck with Sawada. Sanborn knocks it off Sawada's stick, but it comes right on the tape of Jennings. He's denied entry at the Blue Jacket blue line. Fired in with 35 seconds to go. It'll be picked up by Sanborn. Cross-ice pass on the left wing to Lee. Lee. His backhanded pass is intercepted by Axel. Flipped out to center. Lee comes back with it. Here's Lee. Left wing half wall. He's got 20 seconds to go, to the right circle. Tried to feed Lamphere coming in off the bench. And that shot was knocked away, icing on the Flyers with 12 seconds to go in the period. Face off to the left of Pikula. On the draw is DeBoom and Sawada. Face off controlled by the Blue Jackets. Nick Versich, wrist shot from the point. Was blocked, but then it was tipped. Kind of flipped towards the net by DeBoom and just sailed up over the top of the net. There you go, tied up in the right corner. The last seconds chip away. And after one period of play, Blue Jackets with a 1-0 lead. Coming up in our first intermission, we'll take a look at the stats. We'll also take a look at some of the other games going on around the area. After one period of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, our score is Hibbing Chisholm 1. And the Little Falls Flyers nothing. It's Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. After one period of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, our score, Hibbing Chisholm 1 and Little Falls nothing. Overall, pretty good first period for the first game of the season, Randy.
Yeah, it was good start to the first period for the first game of the year here, and Blue Jackets getting the more control, more of the territorial advantage. Boys just kept working hard and and working the puck around, and then they end up getting at the goal to put them ahead for the first time in its hockey.
Well, to run down what limited stats we have.
Well, first goal of the game belonged to Jarrett Lee, picking up that goal at 11 minutes and 15 seconds. And then the assist coming from Tristan Birdsall, and his first varsity point in his high school career. And that making it 1-0 for our Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. And then the penalties in that period, 2 minor penalties assessed to the Little Falls Flyers for a total of 4 minutes. Blue Jackets, 1 minor penalty for a total of 2 minutes. And then goaltender saves in that period for Remington Redka, Justin Pakula of Little Falls. He had 4 saves, or rather 11 saves in that period. And then Paxton Kriski of your Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets, he had 4 saves in that first period of play.
There you go. It's 1-0. Blue Jackets with the lead. We'll be back with more. Take a look at some scores of other games and more. It's Blue Jackets and Flyers on 106.3 WMFG. And welcome back, everyone, to the Hibbing Memorial Arena. After 1 period of play, it's a 1-0 Blue Jacket lead on the Jared Lee goal. Has a nice goal as well as he took it off the left wall at the half wall, skated towards the net, and put that backhander right up underneath the crossbar, and that's where the Blue Jackets stand with a 1-0 lead. Taking a look at some of the other scores going on around the state of Minnesota. Not a whole bunch of games going on. Earlier today, Denfeld went down to Red Wing. They got beat 7-0. Proctor went down to Robbinsdale Armstrong Cooper. They got beat 5-0. Just underway is Greenway at Mound West Tonkin. No score being reported there. Also, St. Paul Highland Park is up in Ely. No score being reported on that one. Later tonight, Virginia Mountain and Buell is at International Falls. That one just getting underway about 8 minutes ago. Your favorite team, though, Randy? I'm sorry to tell you, they're 0-1.
0-1? Who would that be?
Edina lost the Holy Family 2-1.
Oh, Edina.
Your favorite
darn
team.
It.
I know you love them so well.
Yeah.
Only one other final is being reported. Tartan with the 6-4 victory over Rochester Luards earlier today. No score between Wayzata and Maple Grove, and also no score between Rosemount and Chisago Lakes. That game is in Rosemount. Otherwise, that's it for games tonight, really. Tomorrow afternoon, the Blue Jackets will make that trip to Mound West Tonka for a 1 o'clock face-off. We'll have that here for you on Classic Hits Radio. Also, Denfeld's at Minnehaha Academy. That's at 3 o'clock tomorrow. St. Paul Highland Park is up at International Falls. That's a 7 o'clock start. And Cloquet is at Mounds View at 7:30. First games for some of our other local area teams. Aberlith Gilbert's first game will be next Tuesday as they make the trip to Greenway. And Duluth Marshall's first game of the year will be Tuesday at home against Proctor. And North Shore's first game will be Tuesday at home against Moose Lake. Believe it or not, Hermantown, they don't even start their season for another week as they make the trip down to Wayzata.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird start that they kind of start a week later.
I do want to say congratulations to the girls in the latest poll put out by Let's Play Hockey. The girls, Randy, they are ranked 8th now after that 2-1 overtime victory on Tuesday night against Proctor Hermantown down in Proctor.
Yeah, that's a great win for them. Blue Jackets, had a tough start of the year because they got snowed because of the snowstorm. They missed 2 games, but then they get the big win against Proctor Hermantown this week, and that's huge.
Another big one for them tonight. They're over at the Grand Rapids little tournament that they do every year after Thanksgiving, and they're taking on Blaine, who's ranked number 5 in AA. That game got underway at 7. No score being reported there. And then tomorrow, they'll take on White Bear Lake. I believe that's an 11:30 game in the morning, and they'll face the White Bear Lake team that's number 16 in AA. So they kind of got some strong teams right off the bat.
Yeah, they do. They had nice field of teams there. Blue Jackets going in there with a 2-0 record. I said the one win, but they actually had two. So, and congratulations to Emily on her first two victories as the varsity head coach, first year, and hopefully they do well this weekend and over in Grand Rapids.
We're going to take one more quick break. We'll come back with second period action. The referees are out. We expect the teams momentarily. After one period of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, our score, it's Hibbing Chisholm 1 and Little Falls nothing. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMF. Back on the ice, and we'll get period number 2 underway momentarily here. Blue Jackets will be to our left, and obviously that means Little Falls will be to the right. 1-0 Blue Jackets. They are shooting the Flyers 12-4 through one period of play. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron here to bring you the action. Glad to have you along on this Friday night. Again, a reminder that we will be making the trek down to Mound West Tonka for tomorrow afternoon's game. That's a 1 o'clock face-off, so we'll have a pregame show right here at about 12:45. On the draw is going to be DeBoom. And he'll take the face-off with Sawada, controlled by the Blue Jackets. Versich fires it down deep. Rolls all the way around near the left wing half wall where Matson pushes it around. At the half wall. Now into the right corner. Matson overskates it. Tried to leave it for his teammate. That would have been Lamphere. Right point. Nick Versich wrist shot. Puck loose after the save by Pakula. Fired down deep. Matson in behind the net. Tried to set up Lamphere. It's in the right corner. Taken away by Sawada. And that's fired down the ice as they try to get it up to DiDomenis. Back in the Blue Jacket zone. Nick Versich with it. Zips it around the far wall. Comes to the right wing half wall. Puck still alive. Shot put on. Right on net from Johnson and a big save by Kriske. Scramble in front of the net. Now comes out near the blue line. With the puck is Retka. Knocked off his stick. Now at the center. Matson carries it across on the left side. No, he's denied entry. Nice defensive work by Gendro for the Flyers. Blue Jackets with the line change. And here comes Johnson to the Blue Jacket blue line. Knocked off his stick to the left wing half wall where it's going to be picked up by the Blue Jackets. Nice long pass right on the tape from Seppala. 2-1 as Lee tried to set up Riley Versich and it dumped over his stick. Back out to the blue line, Cabena. Rolls off his stick near the left wing half wall. He'll battle with Rasmussen. Puck in between the circles where it's finally grabbed. Rasmussen has it. He's out to center. Banked into the Blue Jacket zone from the left wing half wall. Dumped in behind the net. Cabena to Lee. Lee tried to work it up. He gets it to Versich on the left wing. Rolls off his stick to the blue line of the Flyers. And then dumped by the Blue Jackets. Intercepted on a clearing attempt by Birdsall. Puck's loose, right circle, and it's going to be chipped down the ice by the Flyers, enough for an icing. So with 14:51 to go in period number 2, 1-0 Blue Jackets. And it's kind of starting out the second period like the first period, kind of feeling each other out again.
Yeah, back to that kind of same start here.
Face off to the left of the Flyer goaltender, Justin Pakula, the senior. On the draw was Belich. Right wing half wall, Blago. In behind the net, intercepted by Card. Here come the Flyers. Tipped out to neutral. Rolls to the Blue Jacket blue line, where it's pushed back out to center. With the puck is Jennings. Tipped into the Blue Jacket right corner. Back to pick it up is Nick Versich in behind the net. He's ridden off the play. Puck's loose left circle. Momentarily, Chakowski had it. Now Versich left corner. Zips it all the way around the boards. Jumps over Cabena's stick. And now picked up by Blago on the loose puck at the blue line. Comes in left circle. His shot blocked. Oh, and he had an opportunity as it rolled through the paint. He just couldn't get a stick on it. Nick Versich's wrister from the right point's knocked down. So he'll just fire it down deep in behind the net. Belich battles for the puck, but the Flyers come away with it. Out to center. They can't control it. Push to the Blue Jacket blue line. With the puck is Cabena. And he'll fire it down the ice, icing on the Blue Jackets. 13:47 to go. Second period, 1-0 Blue Jackets. But that could have easily been 2-0, Randy.
Yeah, it certainly could have been. Reese, good chance to get his own rebound there. Just couldn't get to it and put that one home.
Face off to the left to Krisky. DeBoom on the draw with Sawada. Sawada wins the draw. Wrist shot sails wide, top of the right circle from Chikowski. Puck loose, left circle, bouncing around in the Blue Jackets zone. Trying to control it was Sepala, knocked off his stick. At the left wing half wall, DeBoom battles for the puck along with Sawada. Blue Jackets come away with it. Working around the far side, Madsen. Tried to get it to DeBoom. It was in his skates. Kicked down the ice by Kearney. Sawada picks up the loose puck in his own zone, or the Flyers. Taken away, though, by Lamphere. Lamphere taken out of the play into the right corner. Madsen with the puck. Battles for the loose puck with a couple of Flyers. Pinching downs Kearney to keep it alive near the right wing half wall. Back out near the right point. Kearney has it. Nope. Trickled out. And the Blue Jackets will reset. Long pass to center. Tipped in by Madsen. Line change Blue Jackets with 12:50 to go. Sawada. Long pass to D. Domenis. Left circle. Wrist shot. Tipped in and a goal. Coming in the back door with Sawada. That was a beautiful 2-on-1 play on a long pass to the Blue Jacket blue line from their own defensive zone. And it's tied 1-1.
Yeah, the Flyers caught the Blue Jackets on a line change there, and they took advantage of it.
4:17 is going to be the time of the goal. And it's knotted up at 1.
Scoring the goal for the Flyers, number 24, Minnesota. Assisted by number 9, Bryce Jimenez. And number 14, Trexton Axel.
Axel will pick up the second assist on that. Oh, and right off the crossbar on a weird angle shot from Birdsall in the bottom of the right circle. As play continues in the Flyers zone now, we're tied at 1 on the Sawada goal. Centering pass to the right circle, shots blocked. Lee got a wrister off, but it was blocked by the Flyer defenseman. At center, thrown to the Blue Jacket blue line where it's going to be grabbed by Kubena. Kubena had it knocked off his stick as soon as he gained entry. He'll get back to pick it up, gets the pass right back from Sanborn. And it's knocked down at the Blue Jacket blue line by Jennings. And fired in. Krisky will stop it behind the Blue Jacket net. And almost taken away. So Kubena now into the left corner, zips it around to the near side. Thrown towards the net, knocked away by Lee. Lee, oh, and there's going to be a check from behind possibly. What are they going to call him? Cross check. Lee goes off for a cross check. He plastered him. And that guy's back was definitely to him. So this will come at 5:32. And it's power play number 2 on the night now for Little Falls. Face off to the left side of Krisky. Controlled by Nick Bursic. He'll fire it down the ice. Giving chase is Sawada. Madsen's right there. Right wing pass on the tape. And splitting the D and coming in was Chikowski, and it's a save. And then he runs over Krisky. And then he's getting a little help, and he's going off. For running the goalie, it's going to be a rough. And going off is going to be Remington Retka. So 4-on-4 hockey. This will come at 5:54. And a little 4-on-4 action for 1:39, and then the Blue Jackets get a power play.
2-minute minor for roughing. Rivka for roughing. Time penalty 5:54.
Face off to the right of Pakula. And now working down the right side with the puck with speed. Johnson stops, centering pass. Puck loose in front. Oh, and it just trickles through the paint. Here come the Blue Jackets working down the right side. It's Lamphere. Lamphere double teamed at the blue line and taken out. So Water with the puck in behind the Flyer net. Right wing pass once again. Gets it over to Johnson. Gets to the Blue Jacket blue line where the Blue Jackets regain control. Now it's Lamphere to center. Nice back check though by DiDomenis. DiDomenis picks it up, right circle in the Flyers zone. Right wing pass to Johnson, banked off the right wing boards to Murad. Here's Murad, right circle, shot, save, and frozen by Kriske. 50 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey yet to go. 10-17 period 2, 1-1. Little Falls looks a little better this period.
Yeah, in the last couple of minutes especially, they seem to have really picked up the pace a little bit, and they've held their own here in this period. And
face off to the left to Kriske. They're going to throw both the Boom and Murad out. Versic will take the draw. That would be Riley. Blue Jackets control it. Out to center. Kearney knocked off his feet. Back come the Flyers. Shot from the right point. Wrist shot. Kriske just holds on. Still 36 seconds to go in the 4-on-4 hockey. .10:03 to go in period 2. Tied at 1. The Boom on the draw with Johnson. Controlled by the Blue Jackets. And behind the net for the Blue Jackets is Kubena. Kubena, long pass out to center. Intercepted by the Flyers is Gendro, and he'll dump it back in. 20 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. There's Kubena, stick handling out to center. Kubena with the puck. Left wing pass to Madsen. Madsen tries to get by the D down the left side. He goes down. And the Flyers come away with the puck. With that puck is Gendro. Turned over at the blue line. Wrist shot put on as he was falling is Kubena from there to the left point. And a save by the goaltender Pikula. Now a 22-second power play coming up for the Blue Jackets here, Randy. They're third of the night. Now would be a good time to score.
Yeah, they need to get one now, and this would be a great opportunity for the Blue Jackets to get in one here.
Short power play, though, 22 seconds. Face off to the right to the goaltender Pikula. Won by the Flyers and fired down the ice by Johnson. Kriske stops it, and behind the Blue Jacket net for Lee. Here's Lee with the puck. Stick handles out to center with 8 seconds to go in the power play. Lee tried to get it to Madsen, right circle. He finally gains control, but was down too deep. Back out to the right point to Lee. Right wing half wall, Madsen. Both teams 5-on-5. Tried to set Riley Versic up. Jumps his stick to the left wing half wall. Nick Versic back down to Riley in the left corner. And it's pushed out to center. Here come the Flyers. Nick Versic knocks it off his stick right away. Puck's right in front of the Flyers bench. They tried to work it up. Unable to do so. Lee picked it up at the Blue Jacket blue line. Carries it in behind the Blue Jacket net. 8.5 to go. Period 2 tied at 1. Here's Lee. Lee's looking. Right wing pass to Nick Versic. Couldn't quite control it out at center. Riley Versic overskates it at the Flyer blue line. Fired in by Nick Versic. Line change coming up Blue Jackets. In deep is Sawada to pick it up. That's Landon Johnson. Centering pass by the Blue Jackets out near the top of the left circle with the puck. Patrick Nani. His pass is deflected. Knocked out to center ice. Knocked down by Belich. He'll fire it back into the Flyer zone. They'll flip it to center, and it's at the Flyer blue line. Jumps the stick of Sepala, and it's fired in on net from center ice. Kriske says, I'll just reach down here and freeze it. There wasn't much on it. So with 7:44 to go in period 2, we're tied at 1. We'll have a face-off down to the left of Paxton Kriske. Shots on goal now, 14-11 in favor of the Blue Jackets. Lee's going to take the draw with Murad. Tied up in the circle. Lee had it momentarily, left wing half wall. He regains control. He's out to center. Lee across the blue line, tries to split the 4 defensemen that seemed to be lined up at the blue line, and almost did. Here's Lee, right wing half wall, cross ice left circle, trying to set it up for Seppala. His pass is deflected away and up and out of play, so we'll have a face-off to the right of Pikula. On the draw is DeBoom. He wins the draw. Out near the left point, wrist shot coming in. Not much on it from Michael Kubena. In behind the net, jumps over the stick of DeBoom. Clearing attempt, unable to do so. Kept alive by Kearney at the right point. Loose puck, trying to skate in with it was DeBoom. Lost control of it, and it goes in behind the net. Out near the blue line, Kearney kept it alive, but it goes right on the stick of Murad. Murad fires it in, line change coming up for the Flyers. At the right wing half wall, unable to control it was Kubena. Trickles out to neutral ice where it's going to be picked up by Gendro and fired right back down deep in behind the Blue Jacket net. Left wing half wall, Blue Jacket trying to work it around. It's at the left point, shots blocked. Bouncing around. Puck's loose left circle, and they set it up for D. Domenis. D. Domenis in behind the Blue Jacket net, a wrap around, and unable to control it, but then they took a whack at it, and it went right in on Krisky, and he held on. 6:21 to go in period 2. 1-1. Face off to the left to Krisky. Belich will take the draw. Tied up in the circle with Sawada. Shot sails high and wide from the Flyers. In behind the Blue Jacket net is Sanborn. Dumps it back down in the left corner. Try to get it to Nick Versich. Trying to walk it up the right wing wall is Blago. Versich grabs that loose puck. He's at center. Nick flips it down deep into the right corner and gives chase. Battle along the end board. Patrick Nani's there to help out as well. And they'll work it around, the Flyers do, tied up at the right wing half wall by Blago. Patrick Nani's there to help out as well. With a couple of 3 Flyers battling for that loose puck. Now coming in to push the pile was Belich. Flipped out to center, knocked down by Sanborn, backhanded back into Flyer zone. Line change Blue Jackets. Losing an edge behind the net with Johnson for the Flyers, but the Flyers do get it out to center. Loose puck's grabbed by Belich. Belich tied up at the blue line by Johnson. Chipped out to center. Backhanded to the blue line, knocked down by Johnson. Here come the Flyers. Johnson tries to get by the D. Nice defensive work by Kubena. Loose puck, shot put on. Penalty coming up, Blue Jackets. On a trip, and it's power play number 3 for Little Falls. Kubena's going to go off. This will come at 11:58. Face off now to the right of Krisky. On the draw to Boom, wins it. Gets it back to Seppala, who fires it around the boards. It's out near the right point, kept alive. There's a swift slap shot. Up top, they'll set it up, try to get it over to the right circle on the pass from Rasmussen. It's deflected. Rasmussen will keep it alive at the right point. Wrist shot put on, save. Wide open in front. There's a penalty coming up on Josephson. He was wide open in front, Randy. No one was there, but he couldn't get the loose puck, and then he reached out to try to get it and ended up tripping the Blue Jacket player. And we're back to 4-on-4 hockey again.
Little Falls is shooting themselves in the foot. They get a power play advantage. And then they get a penalty, and they're back on the even strength again here.
So, 4-on-4 hockey for 1:21, and then another short power play for the Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets control it. Right point shot. The wrister from Kearney is blocked. Into the right corner. Cleared out. And Madsen has it near the blue line. Blue Jackets will have to check up. Right wing pass sets it up for Kearney. Kearney down in the right corner of the Flyer zone. Gets by Johnson, who loses an edge. Kearney down to Riley Versich along the end boards. Now near the left wing half wall. He'll cycle it in behind the net to Madsen. Madsen now from the right corner to the right point. Sets it up. Left wing pass. Tried to get it over to Kearney. There's Kearney's shot. That's blocked. Nice block by Axel of the Flyers. Unable to clear. Kearney kept it alive. Left point. Wrist shot comes in. Blocked again by Axel. Slap shot coming. And a big save off the slapper from Sanborn near the right point. Still 4-on-4 hockey for 25 seconds. Sanborn with it. Works it over to Riley Versich, right corner. Riley Versich tries a stick handle, and it's cleared away back into the right corner of the Flyer zone. Right point. Puck bouncing around. Sanborn sets it up for Kearney. Left point. Wrist shot coming. Sails wide. 8 seconds to go in this 4-on-4. It looks like a power play, and it's a 4-on-4. Sets it up right circle, and Kearney's shot's blocked. And then Kearney tries to set it up, and there's no one home. 36 seconds of a Blue Jacket power play. It's number 4 on offside Blue Jackets. That 4-on-4 looked like a power play for the Blue Jackets for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, it did. Blue Jackets totally dominating that latter part of that 4-on-4 part, and looking good there, moving the puck around. Blue Jackets' second, third, and fourth power plays in this hockey game. Less than 40 seconds in each of them.
I was going to say, it's because we get a penalty and then instantly Little Falls gets one within like 20 seconds.
First one, I think the Blue Jackets had about a 33-second one. The second one was 22, and this one was
cleared down the ice. Now by the Flyers. Here's Madsen with 13 seconds to go into power play. Can he get by the D? Left circle shot, and right up on the chest. Bakula with the save. 7 seconds to go in the Blue Jacket power play. 2:30 to go in period 2. And it's a 1-1 contest. You're listening to 106.3 WMFG Hibbing, a service of Midwest Communications. To the right point, the lead. 2 seconds in the power play. Right wing half wall. Sets it up for Lamphere. Up high. Wrist shot gets through from Lee, and a save by the goaltender Pikula. So back to 5-on-5 hockey once again. 2:16 to go in the period. Tied at 1. Face off to the left of Pikula. Rolls into the right corner. In behind the net, it's Madsen. Madsen now from the left corner. Try to centering pass. It's knocked away by the Flyers. They'll chip it out to center. Banked off the right wing boards, but should be an icing coming up, and it is. Minute 59 to go in period number 2. Tied at 1. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron bringing the action. Blue Jackets getting outshot in this period, though. They lead 17-14, but they're being outshot 10-5 in period number 2. Left wing half wall. And it jumps over the stick of Kearney at the left point. He's going to go all the way back in the Blue Jacket zone to pick it up as he's being harassed by a couple of different Flyers. Trying to dig that loose is Jennings. Now in behind the net, Kubina. Left corner. Kearney right on the tape to DeBoom. Here's DeBoom 2-on-1. He's got some help. Oh no, offside. It was a 2-on-1. He had Riley Versich on his left. But carried in offside. Minute 28 to go in our second period, tied at 1. Face off, controlled by Axel and the Flyers. He gets it out to center where it's knocked off his stick. The Boom gathers it in at the Blue Jacket blue line. Quickly to Riley Versich, tips it in on the right point. Here's Lee, battling in the right corner for the puck. Out to the right point, and a centering pass from Sanborn is tipped wide of the net. Knocked down by Dito Menace. Flipped out to center ice. Sanborn has it, fires it back down into the Flyer zone. Backhanded back out to center. Sawada takes a whack at it, tries to get Dito Menace. Here's Dito Menace in behind the Blue Jacket net. Centering pass, shot put on. I'm not even sure how Sawada got the shot off, but a nice save by Kriske. Here's Lee now, gets by the D, 3-on-2. Lee sets it up on to Boom. Goes and flies into the goaltender after he tried to tip it in. And so we'll have a net comes off its mooring. We'll have a face-off out at neutral ice. With 33 seconds to go in the period. Face-off, tipped out to the Blue Jacket blue line where it's gathered in by Rasmussen. Knocked off his stick and behind the Blue Jacket net with 24 seconds to go. Back out near the right point, kept alive by Mirage. And his shot's deflected up and out of play. 16 seconds to go in the period. Number 2, knotted up at 1. Face off to the left to Kriske. The Boom will take the draw with Rasmussen. Now DeBoom's going to get tossed again. And Leo come in and take the draw. Lee wins the draw into the right corner, picked up by Carney. Back to Lee. Right wing pass to DeBoom. He's at the right circle. DeBoom sets it up in front, and it goes all the way to the left wing half wall. 2 seconds to go in the period, and that'll do it. After 2 periods of play now from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, our score, it's Hibbing Chisholm 1 and Little Falls 1. Our second intermission's on the way. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. After 2 periods of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena, it's all knotted up between Hibbing Chisholm and Little Falls. Doug Dietrich, Randy Catron here bringing you the action. Overall, Little Falls, I thought, came out in that second period, played a little better than they did in the first, obviously, and kind of had the Blue Jackets a little bit back on their heels there for a while. Yeah,
Little Falls certainly playing better in that second period. Yeah, and at points, Blue Jackets were kind of back a little bit, but the Blue Jackets did pick it up a little bit and still have the shot advantage in shots in this hockey game too as well.
Why don't you run down our stats from their second period?
Well, 1 goal in that second period that belonged to the Little Falls Flyers. This goal coming at 4 minutes and 17 seconds. Ben Sawuda picking up his goal, and then he got the assist from Bryce Dominez, and then second assist coming from number 14 Trenton Axel. That goal at 4:17 of the second period. That made it 1 apiece, and that was the end of the scoring. And then the penalties in that second period, Blue Jackets 2 minor penalties for a total of 4 minutes. The Little Falls Flyers 2 penalties for a total of 4 minutes. And the goaltender saves in that period for Justin Pikula of the Flyers. He had 6 for a 2-period total of 17. Paxton Kriske of your Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets had 10 for a 2-period total of 14.
Well, it'd be kind of nice to see how the Blue Jacket power play could actually function on a 2-minute power play as opposed to some power plays where they're like 30 seconds long.
Yeah, you get the whole 2-minute power play in it.
At least to work
Nice
on it
to see
anyway.
that.
But so far, so good. A good game for the Blue Jackets. First one out of the gates. Brand new coach, some brand new systems. Missing, a couple of your key players from last year. And so far, not bad.
No, not bad. It's first game of the year, and it's always a tough one because your first competition, but Blue Jackets looking good through 2 periods here.
We'll take a quick break, come back, look at some scores from other games and more. It's after 2 periods here at the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Our score, Hibbing Chisholm 1, Little Falls 1. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. And welcome back, everyone, to the Hibbing Memorial Arena, where both squads are back out on the ice. We're about ready to get third period action underway. All knotted up at 1 apiece. Shots on goal, 18-16 in favor of the Blue Jackets. Doug Dieter, Randy Catron here. Glad to have you along. Blue Jackets will be moving right to left across your radio dial here in period number 3. Turned out to be a pretty entertaining game and pretty good game here for opening night for the boys at the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Again, tomorrow night, tomorrow afternoon, they'll be in Mound to take on Mound West Tonka. That's a 1 o'clock face-off. We'll have a pregame right around 12:45 or thereabouts. DeBoom will take the draw. Still waiting for the Flyers to get up on the bench. DeBoom will have Riley Versich on his right, Jarrett Lee on his left, and it's fired down and in off the face-off in behind the Blue Jacket net. We're underway in period 3. DeBoom picks up the loose puck behind the net. Now they'll set it up to Kearney. Kearney from the right corner. Tipped by Lee down the ice, and an icing coming up on the Blue Jackets. Just underway, 16:43 to go in the third period, and it's a 1-1 contest. 1 week from tonight, Randy, a big Iron Range Conference matchup as the boys head to Greenway.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game next Friday night.
Face-off controlled by the Blue Jackets. Rolled around to the left wing half wall. Tried to clear, unable to do so. Off the stick and Nick Versich to the right wing half wall in the Blue Jackets zone. Now the Blue Jackets come away with this Lamphere. Lamphere tried to get by the defender at the blue line, lost control of the puck. It'll roll all the way down near the left corner, though. Unable to clear, Nick Versich kept it alive, right point, sets it up over on the right side now. Kearney's shot was blocked, then it's cleared around, and it comes out to center. Nick Versich flips it back down in behind the net where Pakula stops it, and it's cleared up into the benches by the goaltender. He was about 5 feet high of the glass.
Yeah.
16:01 to go, 1-1. Face off to the right of Pakula. On the draw is Lee. And Lee gets tossed, so now DeBoom comes in for the face-off against Marad. Marad wins the draw. It's in behind the Flyer net. Rolls into the left corner. They'll work it up on the near side to Rasmussen. Chipped out to center, thrown down by Filippi. And then it's instantly cleared back out by the Blue Jackets. Play continues along the end wall in Blue Jacket zone. Down to the right corner. Sanborn tied up. There to help out. DeBoom works it up on the near side to Riley Versich. Stick handles down the left wing. Tries to get by the D. And he's ridden off the play. Unable to clear, though. Kept alive at the left point. Nicely done by Birdsall. That's DeBoom. DeBoom works it over. Right side. Wrist shot from Seppa. Knocked in and a goal. And the Blue Jackets go up 2-1. I think Jarrett Lee is going to get the second goal of the night, as he knocked home the rebound, and it's a 2-1 Blue Jacket lead. This will come a minute 50 into the period.
Yeah, it certainly looked like Jarrett picked up that second goal for the Blue Jackets.
Face-off, Belich wins the draw. Back in the Blue Jackets zone, Nick Versich, right corner, carries it in beyond the Blue Jacket net. We'll get official scoring momentarily here as Nick Versich stick handles out to center. Sanborn and Seppala on the helpers, and it is Jarrett Lee getting his second goal of the game. And the Blue Jackets now lead 2-1 at center ice. Avoiding a check was Johnson. Here's Johnson. Throws it towards the net. Oh, and it was off the stick of a Blue Jacket. Right in on Krisky, and he's able to make the save. Into the left corner, giving chase is Kubina. Kubina tied up. Now he comes away with it. Puts it in behind the net to Nick Versich. Trying to tip it with Patrick Nani, but not out. Now it comes out to center. All the way back to the Flyer blue line. Nope, chip it out to center. Nick Versich does the same right back out to center ice. Axel carries it across in the right point. He's instantly ridden off the play by Nick Versich. Into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Right wing half wall. Axel with it. Takes a big hit though, as both him and Lamphere go down. Along the end boards, coming away with it for the Blue Jackets is Kubina. Kubina, long pass to center, right on the tape to Birdsall. Here's Birdsall, left wing half wall, throws it in front of the net, deflected away by the Flyers. Seppala puts it down deep to Madsen. Madsen in behind the net. Madsen works it up, left wing half wall, shots blocked. Lamphere threw it towards the net. Banked off the right wing boards by Jennings all the way down in the Blue Jacket zone. It'll be gathered in though by Carney. Carney from the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone to Madsen. Madsen, right wing pass to Seppala. Seppala gets it across on the right side, all the way down along the end boards and behind the net. Seppala comes over to the left wing half wall. Left point Carney sets it up for the Boom. Right wing half wall, puts it on net. That shot's deflected in the left corner of the Flyers zone where the Flyers pick it up, and it is D. Domenis. On the left wing pass and offside by Retka. 12:49 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 2-1. I think this one's going to be interesting right down to the wire.
Yeah, it could definitely go right down to the wire here.
Shots on goal, 21-17 in favor of the Blue Jackets. The Boom on the draw with Mirage. Just outside the Blue Jacket defensive zone, knocked in off the boards, picked up behind the net by Sanborn. Sanborn trying to work it up far side, kept in left wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone, and taken away by Lee. Here's Lee. They got a 3-on-2 if they get moving. Riley Versich with the puck. Riley tried to set it up to DeBoom, and it deflected off a skate, but DeBoom still almost was able to get the stick on it as it goes wide of the net. Chipped out to center ice where it's going to be gathered in by Nick Versich. Versich, right wing pass to Sanborn, to Lee at center ice. Here comes Lee. Lee knocked off his stick as he tried to enter the zone. Now DeBoom has it right in front of the Hibbing bench. He'll get it to Sanborn. Left wing pass to Riley Versich, who'll just golf it down in. Gathered in by Card. He'll zip it around to the left wing half wall. Riley Versich has it. His pass errantly goes to the right wing half wall, and it's cleared out to the Blue Jacket blue line by the Flyers. Knocked into the right corner by DeRozier, and Nick Versich has it. Flips it behind the net, gets it to Kubina. Kubina tied up near the left wing half wall. Belich comes to help him out, picks up the loose puck, carried in behind the Blue Jacket net. Leaves it for Nick Versich, knocked off his stick by, I believe that's Ziegler. Tying him up is Chikowski. Here come the Blue Jackets. Nick Versich tried to get it to Lee. Denied entry at the Flyer blue line. Flipped in, line change coming up. Blue Jackets with 11:14 to go. Belich took it away down near the right corner. Bellick spins around waiting on some help. He loses an edge near the right wing half ball. Loose puck grab, right circle, and a backhand put on by Blago, sails wide in the left corner. Kept alive at the left point momentarily by the Blue Jackets, and then at center ice, and a big hit between Chikowski, and in with the shot from the high slot was Kavina, and it sails wide. And I was going to say Chikowski got hit pretty good there out at center ice. Lamphere had it knocked off his stick from the left corner, and behind the net, Card's going to zing it into the right corner, trying to set up his teammate, and it'll be cleared all the way down into the Blue Jackets zone. Blue Jackets come away with it. Kearney, his pass a little bit too far in front of Lamphere. Now Kearney regains control and flips it down in the left corner of the Flyers zone. Out near the right point with the puck is Sepala. He'll just zip it around. Gathered in at the left wing half wall. Flipped out to center ice with the puck is Retka, carried in. Line change coming up for the Flyers. Retka gets the backhand on. Cleared away though by the goaltender Kriske. Dumped right back in by the Flyers with 9:55 to go. Long pass out to center. With the puck momentarily was Birdsall. Works it over to Madsen. Madsen carries it in behind the Flyer net. Madsen battling with Jennings. Tied up in the right corner. Lamphere is there to help out. Lamphere from the left corner. Lamphere, left wing half wall, sets it up, blue line, wrist shot, sails just wide from Sepala. 9.5 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 2-1. Right point, wrist shot, right on, and another save by the goaltender. 9:20 to go. Here the left point kept alive by the Blue Jackets. Now tipped down the ice by Retka. Line change for the Flyers. There's a big hit by Retka along the end boards. Penalties coming up as he plastered Nick Bursich. And it's going to be a cross check, and hey, we get to go on a power play. Going off, Retka. This will come at 6:58. You know, you get a power play goal here, Randy, you can maybe well seal the deal.
Yeah, certainly has a good chance to possibly seal it if you get the power play goal.
Face off to the left of the goaltender, Pikula, and fired down the ice. Here come the Blue Jackets. It's Lee down the left side. At the Flyer blue line to the left circle. Centering pass, and it's deflected. Coming in the backside was DeBoom with a lot of speed. 8:40 to go in the game. It's a 2-1 Blue Jacket lead, and it's cleared all the way down the ice once again by the Flyers. Lee picks it up, carries it in behind the Blue Jacket net, and he'll set up the rush once more. Right wing pass to Madsen. Madsen flips it in on net, and a save by the goaltender, and then fired down the ice once again by the Flyers, this time cleared away by Trenton Axel. Lee picks it up right corner of the Blue Jacket zone with 1:12 to go in the power play. Here's Lee. Lee with the puck. Lee across the blue line. Lee left circle shot, sails just wide. And there's no one at the right point to save it. It's going to roll all the way on its edge back into the Blue Jacket zone. Riley Bursich, left wing pass to Kearney. Kearney is going to carry it across the blue line where he's taken out of the play, and it's fired back down on net, where Lee's got to go back and get it again with 44 seconds to go in that power play. Cross ice pass, Riley Bursich on the left wing. Bursich, bottom of the left circle, centering pass, and a goal! DeBoom coming in the backside, buries it. Nice pass by Riley Bursich, and Zach just buried it, makes it 3-1. It's a power play goal. 9:29 is the time of that power play goal, and the Blue Jackets are up 3-1.
Well, Blue Jackets getting that full power play, and definitely took advantage of it there on their first power play goal of the night. And yeah, definitely a great pass from Riley Bursich to Zach DeBoom.
See if the second assist is on there.
Scoring the power play goal for your Bluejackets, number 21, Zach DeBoo. He's assisted by number 13, Riley Bursich, and number 24, Jim Kearney. DeBoo for Bursich.
So Kearney got the other assist. And it's a 3-1 lead with 7:05 to go. Play continues now out to center ice. And it's going to be flipped right back in by Sanborn. Back to pick it up for the Flyers was Card. They'll work it up to the left wing half wall. Comes out to the left point. They'll try to center it over to Patrick Nani at the right circle and jumps his stick. Right wing half wall. Sanborn pinches down to keep it alive. Bouncing around. Sullivan has it in his skates. He's knocked down. A nice check from behind there on the back check, I should say, by Sanborn, working on Card. Puck's in behind the Blue Jacket net. And it's out tip. Belich to Sullivan. Sullivan dumps it in. And the Blue Jackets will do a line change with 6:19 to go. They lead 3-1 over Little Falls. Intercepted at the blue line. Birdsall unable to handle that puck. And is dumped back down in. Kriske clears it away. Madsen with the puck, banked off the left wing board. Out to center, gathered in by the Flyers. Backpedaling is Johnson. Out to center ice, he flipped it over to Rasmussen, who dumps it down in. 5:50 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 3-1. Nick Bursich to Lamphere, checked off the play, but puck does come out to neutral, or it'll be grabbed by Filippi. Tried to work it over on the left wing to Sawada, and it was taken away by the Blue Jackets at their own blue line. Now skating in with it, trying to battle through a crowd with Birdsall. He lost control. Rasmussen at center. Rasmussen backhands it in the left corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Back to pick it up for the Blue Jackets is Kubina. Back to Kubina from Madsen to Lamphere on the left side. Lamphere looking for a long pass out to center. Unable to connect, but right there was Madsen to dump it deep. Line change Blue Jackets with 5:05 to go. Long right wing pass right on the tape to Dito Menace. Dito Menace comes in, gets the shot off penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets. They're going to probably have a hook, and we do. And it's power play number 4 coming up with Little Falls. Fortunately for us, every time Little Falls gets a penalty, Randy, they get a power play, they get a penalty within 30 seconds.
Right. Yeah, so we'll see if that follows suit here the way it has in this hockey game here.
Nick Bursich will go off for that hook at 12:04. Face off to the right of Kriske. Face off controlled by the Blue Jackets. Here's Jarrett Lee. Up to DeBoom. DeBoom tries to get by the D. He got by one, still trying to get by the other, and it's finally taken away by D. Domenis. Here's D. Domenis. His pass was behind his teammate, Retka, but it comes in the left corner, and it's an icing. Minute 39 to go in the power play for Little Falls. You got 4:34 to go in the game, and it's a 3-1 Blue Jacket lead. And I should mention that Sawada goal by the Flyers was the first goal against the Blue Jackets since 2012.
Yeah, they riding that 3-game scoreless streak here. Broke that tonight.
Bursich back to the left point. Blue Jackets just back it out. Here's Lee. Back pedaling, now spinning around. Lee backhands it to the Flyer. Blue line. Dita Menace banks it off the boards into the Blue Jacket zone. But right there to get it is the Blue Jackets, DeBoom. He flipped it up, tried to get it to Riley Bursich. Picked up behind the Flyer net by Johnson. He'll put it back in the left corner, sets it up for his teammate. With the puck was Jennings. Pushed up on the near boards of Sawada. They'll work it up now to Retka. Retka into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone, puts the backhand towards the net, and Kriske uses his stick to flip it, and then trying to clear it was Lamphere right up into the benches. So with 51 seconds to go in that power play, so far so good. Nick Versich must have got whacked in the wrist. They just handed him a ice bag. He's got it on his left wrist. He's still in the box for 45 seconds. Cleared down the ice by the Blue Jackets. 3:35 to go in the contest. Blue Jackets lead 3-1. With the puck is Rasmussen in behind the Flyer net. Rasmussen stick handles out to his blue line. Pass is tipped down to the right circle in the Blue Jacket zone, and the Blue Jackets trying to clear the zone can't. Rasmussen kept it alive near the right point. Circling Felipe, right wing half wall. Poked off his stick, nicely done by Kubina, and fired down the ice, where it'll be stopped by Pikula for his teammate, and that will be Axel. 9 seconds to go in that power play. Taken away by Madsen at center and dumped right back down in the right corner. Nice penalty kill. Didn't look bad.
Yeah, that was a good penalty kill for the Blue Jackets here.
2:50 and counting to go here in this contest. Blue Jackets lead 3-1. Patrick Nani, right corner, comes in, backhand, ooh, through the crease into the left corner where it's going to be gathered in by Di Domenis. Shot from the right point, sails wide off the stick of Kubina. Right wing half wall in the Flyers zone. Blago battles for it. Cleared around to the left wing half wall. Kubina pinches down. And he's got it and fires it right back in behind the Flyer net. Flyers bank it off the boards all the way down the ice. Icing coming up. No, they'll wave it. That didn't quite make the end line. Centering pass from Sepala ended up deflected in behind the Blue Jacket net. Left wing half wall with the puck. Unable to clear. Left point backhand. Left circle. The Blue Jackets come away with it. Tripping penalty coming up on Retka, as trying to bust out of his own zone was Reese Blago, and he got tripped up. So Retka's going to go off at 15:10. And it's power play number 6, if I'm not mistaken, for the Blue Jackets, even though they've been relatively short except for the last one. And the Blue Jackets do have a power play goal tonight, courtesy of Zach DeBoom. Here's Lee, center of the ice, blue line, flipped it in front of it, a shot, and a goal. Madsen buries it. Madsen got the rebound as the initial save from Pikula with his right pad, but he left the puck out there. Madsen was camped to his left, and Dylan buries it for the goal.
Yeah, great goal for Dylan Madsen there, and that will
15-18 power play goal. That'll seal it. It's 4-1. I would assume Jarrett's going to get 1 assist on this. And Sullivan fires it in for the Blue Jackets. Blago gives chase into the right corner. At the half wall on the right side, trying to dig it loose with Patrick Nani. Deflected, picked up near the far side. It's Fink.
He's assisted by number 21, Zach DeBoom, and number 12, Jared Lee. Madsen from the goal, and Lee. A power play goal at 15.
It pucks loose out at center ice. Trying to dig it loose is Sullivan. And he gets knocked down from behind by Himley. And we got a minute to go. The Blue Jackets are going to go to 1-0 on this season as they head down to Mound West Tonka tomorrow to see if they can't go 2-0. Fired down the ice, giving chase. It's going to be Carney. Right behind him is DeRozier for the Flyers. Carney uses the end boards. They'll work it around. Sullivan tips it out to center. Loose puck will be grabbed by Lamphere. Brings it across on the left side, loses control of the puck, but Nick Versich is right there to pinch down to keep it alive momentarily. Taken away at center ice by Birdsall. Lamphere now, puck's left wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. Loose puck, Nick Versich with it. Banked off the boards out to center with 14 seconds to go. Backhanded back in, Carney knocks it down. Carney from the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. And it'll be Belich took a huge hit.
Wow.
A big hit from Rasmussen.
Call penalty there on that.
And Rasmussen's gonna get the penalty. He'll get the penalty at the buzzer. But the Blue Jackets get the victory, 4-1. Belich, he took a shot. He's bent over. Hopefully it's just kind of startled him more than anything else. Blue Jackets get the victory 4-1 here tonight. We'll be back with our post-game show. We'll go over all the stats. We got game scores to go over, as well as our Herberts and Gerberts player of the game. That'll all be coming up next on 106.3 WMFG Hibbing with a 4-1 victory over Little Falls.